Think it's Smurfs. Alright, coming to the stage right now is a very funny guy. Y'all are in for a treat, man. This man is a very hilarious guy. Start clapping your hands right now. Start clapping your hands right now for my man, Mr. Steven Fury.
You guys good? Yeah. Okay. All right, you're welcome.
Alright, how you guys doing? Thanks for coming out. Took some time out of your busy lives, that's good. I do not have a busy life, it's pathetic. I have too much time on my hands. I have so much time, I've been watching my DVR with the commercials. My girlfriend said, fast forward. I said, hold on, baby. Let me see what this gecko has to say. He's got kind eyes. Got a lot of time on my hands, don't like to work out. Don't have a great physique. This sounds weird to me. And I broke everything. Okay. Don't have a great physique. Don't like to work out. Went to the beach recently. My girlfriend said, Steve, you're just going to the beach to hit on all the bikini babes. I said, that's crazy. If I was going to get a girl, the beach would be the last place I'd ever go. Because if you've seen me without my shirt, I look like a woman that had a baby 3 weeks ago. A lot of stretch marks and chafed nipples. Looks like my shirt's been teething. It's a joke, guys. I'm fucking ripped. I look amazing. Don't worry about it. It's just... No reason. Yeah, this is... I wear a fat suit to let all the other fellas have a chance. When I was younger, when it rained... That is the most irritating thing I've ever heard in my life. When I was younger, when it rained, my grandma would say it was Jesus peeing on us. Turns out that was a lie. It was my Uncle Rick the whole time. Peeing on me and my grandma. I read a book recently, guys. Well, I listened to a book recently, guys. It's about as good. I like audiobooks, all the juice, none of the squeezing. My type of relationship. Listen to that new Keith Richards book. Oh yeah, you got it now. Now we're working. I can play instruments with my mind. Check this out. Oh man, it's impressive. What was I talking about? I read a book recently. Listened to a book. It was that new Keith Richards book. Do you guys know who Keith Richards was? Guitars for the Stones. There we go. Give her a round of applause for making my set not terrible anymore. Thank you. It was that new Keith Richards book. If you don't know Keith Richards, he was Guitars for the Stones. Did a lot of drugs. He's been able to do drugs for so long, he said, because he's always done medical grade cocaine. Right? Left me with one simple question. How do I get prescribed medical grade cocaine? What is that, a thing? How is that? What kind of symptoms would I have to tell my doctor I had? It's like, I have trouble staying up at night. I don't dance at parties. And I'd like to tell my secrets to strangers. You'd be like, oh, you want some Adderall? I'd be like, no, yeah, I'll take Adderall if you just give an Adderall out. That'll be alright, I guess. We're just giving Adderalls away. Been poor, man. I've been poor for a while. Recently went to a Mexican supermarket. Are you familiar with these? Quite trippy. The people are even weirder. Saw a gentleman in the front pushing a shopping cart full of empty beer bottles, wearing a green shirt that said Happy St. Patrick's Day in the middle of November. So this man was either having a terrible day, or he just had one of the best fucking St. Patrick's Days anyone has ever had. He's like, I lived that leprechaun life, buddy. 365. If you've never been to a Mexican supermarket, it's like if a Food for Less dropped out of middle school to sell weed. Your safety changes from aisle to aisle. There's just herds of toddlers running about, hopped up on burritos, with no parental supervision anywhere. And they have like these piñatas hanging from their necks from the ceiling everywhere. Looks like every Disney creature I ever loved is being hung before my eyes. And they're always extremely off-brand. I asked this dude, I was like, what is that? He was like, a princess. I was like, what princess? He was like, what's your favorite princess? I was like, come on, Eduardo. Why does she not have eyes? If you were going to get a piñata, why would you get it at a Mexican supermarket? Have you ever had Mexican candy? That is the worst shit I have ever had in my life. There's one rule to candy, folks. Don't make it spicy. Every time someone gives me Mexican candy, I feel like they're playing a trick on me. I'm like, what flavor it? He's like, mango. For now. Lactose intolerance is an epidemic in this country. I remember the first time I heard about it. I was 6 years old at a family get-together. It was coming to an end. I suggest we go out for ice cream to keep the party going. It's kind of 6-year-old I was, looking for a good time. So my mom told me we couldn't because my Aunt Martha was lactose intolerant, which meant she couldn't eat ice cream. Blew my fucking mind. I was like, this is the worst disease I have ever heard of. Why would Jesus do this to us? I was like, this can't be beaten by anything. My buddy said, well, my uncle has AIDS. I was like, well, can your uncle eat ice cream? Apparently it's not that bad. I don't know what your immune system does, but she'll never have mint chocolate chip again, so really puts things into perspective. As I've gotten older, I realize lactose intolerance really isn't that bad, right? Kind of only means you get burpy, farty, or you may have diarrhea. That's not that bad. Farting because you eat too much ice cream? Here's a secret, folks. My 2 favorite things to do are fart and eat ice cream. Sounds amazing.
Super hot. So hot.
Yeah, that's all. I'm just trying to come on to everybody in here via my butt flute. If my doctor says, Steve, you eat that half gallon, you're going to periodically experience flatulence for the next 48 hours, I'd be like, Doc, how do we bump that up to 60? Really get this party started. Maybe throw in some of that medical grade cocaine. I'm going to have a weird, smelly weekend, yo. Been having a weird week. Was lying in bed with my girlfriend back to back as one does in a long-term relationship.
You're still in the same bed?
And I caught myself, and I caught myself breathing. You ever done that? It's when you focus on yourself breathing and you somehow switch it from automatic to manual. Also known as one of the most terrifying moments of my life. Thought I broke my lungs. It's like, am I gonna have to breathe on my own forever? Let's try this, Steve. It's so hard. My girlfriend's like, what are you doing? I said, babe, I'm just trying not to die. It's harder than it looks. Weird week. I was hanging downtown, Sacramento, smoking a blunt per the usual. This little homeless kid comes up to me and he asks to hit my blunt. This kid looked like one of the Lost Boys. Apparently that doesn't mean a lot to you that he came and tried to hit my blunt. That'd be like one day if you're enjoying your lunch and a homeless man comes up to you and he's like, hey, could I hit that sandwich? Could I put that sandwich in my filthy ass hobo mouth? Where I speak hobo speak and smoke hobo smoke, and then you could put it in your mouth. We'd have a weird hobo connection for the rest of our lives. Also known as syphilis. Homeless people should be like vampires. They only come out at night, and if they bite you, you become a homeless person. These are facts, folks. Google it. Just bringing you the news. Getting to a weird age. All my friends keep having babies. I don't know if there's something I give a fuck less about than a friend having a baby. If you've seen one baby, you've seen every baby there's ever been throughout time. Bragging that you have a newborn baby is like bragging that you bought a used Honda Accord. It's like, I get it, I've seen it, I know the features. Probably leaks too much, I'm going to say that right off the top. I could guess what your baby looks like right now, never seen him in my life. He's bald. Somewhat portly. Doesn't get around too easily. I don't need to hear these run-of-the-mill offspring, but if you've got like a really furry baby who's like buff, he's just yoked out, and he's running around your household, fuck yes, I want to hear about that baby. The authorities should hear about that baby. Some kind of were baby. Gotta put him out. Went to a bachelor party on a budget recently. We just hung out front of a Curves gym and drank wine coolers. I'm the worst best man ever. Didn't plan that out. Went to the wedding. They didn't have an open bar. It's like, how are you going to have a wedding and not have an open bar? People say they don't like open bars because it causes family drama. But a lot of times the family drama is more memorable than the wedding itself. Like, Rick, you remember I married Trina? No. It was the same night Uncle Phil pooped on the couch. Yes. Yes, I do remember that night. The open bar of my wedding is going to be so open, the invitation's going to say, come to Steve's open bar featuring his wedding. I'm going to give it second billing. I'll take it away. I don't get flu shots anymore, guys. I just hang out in the McDonald's ball pit. I've become immune to everything. Except restraining orders. Apparently they don't like it when you hang out in the McDonald's ball pit all day, drinking 40s, watching the children's play.
Are you guys okay?
I was actually lying to you guys earlier. I feel bad. Recently, me and my girlfriend broke up. We did it for 4 years. We did it for so long, I couldn't even masturbate to pornography. Wouldn't do it for me. I had to jerk off to videos of women not complaining. Very hard to find video evidence of that. Not easy. Not easy. And that joke, folks, is how you split the room in half. Just me and the fellas for the rest of the set. That's alright. Just one more joke, I think. You guys know people have threesomes?
Yeah.
You know that woman has threesomes? You know the Jezebel sitting up front has threesomes? I personally could never have a threesome because I've never had sex, thinking to myself, damn, this is way too easy. Got all this extra dick just lying around. Alright guys, my name is Stephen Fury. Thank you very much.
One more time for Stephen Fury, everybody. We're going to keep the show rolling. Coming to the stage.